Hi to all the signs of the Zodiac. This is your mid-September 2017 reading for all the signs of the Zodiac by LightWorker. I already pre-shuffled the cards and I pulled one card for each sign of the Zodiac. So without further ado, let's continue with your reading. The first sign, Aries. The card that wanted to show up for you is the Death card. So this is for Aries Sun, Aries Rising, or Aries Moon. Please don't be thrown off by the name of the card. And allow me to focus on the messages. So the meaning of the card actually has to deal with endings and new beginnings. This could be in career, in some sort of a partnership, could be a marriage partnership, a business partnership, friendship, could also be a new opportunity or a new lifestyle and changes in your daily routine. Now allow me to focus and to tune in so I can hear as to why this card is important and why it did show up in this reading for you. For some of you, you are entering a whole new phase of your life. In the next 2 weeks, and for some of you also maybe at the beginning of October, you're going to have a series of events happening. And for some of you, things that maybe you have been struggling for a really long time, now they will start to get better. For some of you, you could be still transitioning from one home to another home to a new home. You may still be transitioning from a job to a new job, but I also keep getting a lot of you having to deal with important paperwork, applications, having to file about something, documents, contracts, a business deal, business contracts, something that has to deal with a partnership for some of you or some sort of a collaboration. For some of you, you could be getting ready to take some sort of a new project. For some of you, you may have to deal with the younger people in your family, taking care of children, dealing with a pregnancy or taking care of a child or preparing for a pregnancy or taking care of maybe an elderly person or an elderly family member. For some of you, they're saying that your thinking is a little bit blurry. For some of you, you need to clear your mind, clear your head, and take your time, because it does feel that not everything will go as you wish or as predicted, but nevertheless, you are going to end up with new opportunities, and for some of you, even with a new career. This won't apply to all of you, what I am about to say, but for some of you, they are talking about divorce or a divorce. So this could be that transition phase when you are getting ready to sign the proper paperwork for this divorce to come through, or a divorce settlement. But this could also be for some of you, maybe you were in a business partnership with a company, or another kind of a business deal, and maybe now it's time for you to complete the contract and therefore getting out of this business deal and business contract, thus getting ready to partner up with new people, new companies, getting ready for a new deal. For some of you, please be careful. You may either have to address your own health issues and you really need to act quickly, or in other words, don't ignore, even if it is something minor as a headache, a knee injury, an allergy. So you may find yourself even addressing issues with your own body or helping somebody else. Maybe they're going through some struggles financially or emotionally or physically, health-wise. For some of you, I feel that even though this is a reading for mid-September, it feels like toward October, things will start to get easier for you, and you are going to feel like you are getting closer and closer to the realization of a big goal, toward the realization of a big dream. Some of you will deal with changes in the workplace, could be the working hours, could be the people you work with, could be the kind of work that you will be doing, projects. But for some of you, changes in the workplace are shown to me, and maybe that's why for some of you, you're going to go through some sort of your daily routine, therefore changing. I'm also going to shuffle a few cards from the Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland, and let me see if anything else will show up for you. I keep getting emotional loss. Allow me to focus on this card and let me tune in and let me figure out what does it mean for you. Right now they are talking about emotional loss that you have already experienced. They are not predicting that you will, but for some of you, it feels like the healing is still ongoing, the healing is still in process, because for some of you, you still need to recuperate from a big loss that you have experienced. For some of you, they're talking about still grieving over somebody's death, a huge financial loss for some of you, or something in relation to finances. Maybe you feel that in the past you lost a major deal, you lost money, you lost your income, but it has to deal with finances and you are still in the process of healing from. Could also be a relationship for some of you. Whatever this is that you feel that you have lost and you are experiencing this big emotional loss, or financial loss, or however this experience was for you, they're saying that in the next 5 months, starting from mid-September, little by little, you are going to notice this area of your life where you when you experience this loss getting better and stronger. It feels like for many of you in the next 5 months you will be lucky, or money will show up for you in an easier way, not having to struggle so much to make money or to see your wishes and your big goals being realized. For some of you, they are again talking about an opportunity or some sort of a blessed energy that will inspire you, or that will put you in a new home. You could be relocating, or again, they're talking about this blessed energy around a new home or a new property for many of you. So it's like, hang on, the best is yet to come, especially as you progress toward the next 5 months. The next card is for the sign of Taurus. This could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. And it is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles represents Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. Therefore, this could be you, Taurus. The meaning of the Page of Pentacles, it means that this card, it will bring you chances and opportunities and good luck to improve matters of wealth, prosperity, a home, a house, a property. So opportunities for you to improve a situation, especially if it is related to wealth and prosperity. But it also means engage at work that keeps you young at heart. Now allow me to tune in and let me focus and let me figure out as to why this card showed up in this reading for you. For some of you, they are talking about significant changes to your bills and your monthly expenses. For some of you, you are going to experience a raise or an increase in your income. This increase in your income, for some of you, will show up through a husband, through a wife, or through a partner. So maybe you don't get this raise or this increase in income, but maybe your spouse will. For some of you, you could be getting some offers, because for some of you, I keep getting they will consider you to be the head of a department. Could be the department that you are currently working. You may be presented with a chance to be the head of a new department. But for many of you, being in charge of a project, being in charge of a managerial position, and being in charge seems to show up for you. I also keep getting gifts, or people will be generous toward you. I don't know if you are having like something special and people will give you gifts or gifts of cash, but it does feel like in some ways you are going to end up getting money that maybe you don't see it coming, you are not prepared for it. Like suddenly money will just show up for some of you. And again, even though I'm doing a reading for mid-September, the energy seems to also fall toward the beginning of October. So between now and beginning of October. For some of you, you are going to find yourself spending maybe to kind of help a child that you have. This could be like buying school books, helping them go back to school, especially if they're still young. Or it does feel in some way spending for the sake of your children, but it does feel money that you will have, and it does feel that in many ways you are happy to spend this money on them. Maybe they are going to ask you like, I want to attend ballet courses, or I want to be start doing this sport or join a team, and therefore you have to pay, but you seem to be happy to pay for it and able to pay for it. For some of you, something from your past, it feels like a dream or a project that maybe you forgot, or maybe it was simply an idea in your head and maybe you didn't mention it to anyone. For some reason, this dream that you seem to have forgotten, could have been from many years ago, or this project that, or this idea that you had in your mind, for some reason, they're telling me that now will start to take course. So it's going to be the beginning of you making this dream or this wish be realized, make it happen. But again, they're talking about the beginning of it. For some of you, I keep getting, even though this is not a direct meaning of the card, for some of you, I keep getting, if you are open and looking for love, the beginning of new love for some of you. But it does feel that you may not realize or understand that maybe you are in the process of getting to know someone with whom you are going to have these very strong, feelings of love and passion. It may happen gradually over time, but this is the beginning. This time frame signifies the beginning of new love for many of you under the sign Taurus, rising sign or moon sign Taurus. Allow me to pull one more card for you and let's see what messages will show up for you. Prosperity begins. Wow! The card of wealth and prosperity, and even from the other deck you have prosperity begins. For some of you, prosperity will begin through the means of a new partnership, and this could be a new partnership through the people that you are connected to or linked professionally, financially, through a business deal. Anything that you will be creating starting now and as you enter the first weeks of October, I am told that it will really develop deep roots and will last for a long time to come. For some of you, if you were involved in investments, maybe you invested your money into something, I feel that now you may start to see some results. Now you may start to make a profit. And for many of you, maybe you simply invested in a hobby, in a passion. Maybe you simply invested your time, energy, and effort into a dream and a desire that you have, because this is what I keep getting. It will start to take shape and form. For some of you, I keep getting making something official or making something legal. This could be making a love relationship now official. For some of you, you could be getting ready to legally get married or legally finalize a deal, a sale, a settlement. For some of you, there's something involved in real estate or in property matters. You are also going to be hearing from a friend or a group of people that maybe you haven't heard from, or maybe you haven't been in touch for such a long time. And now is Gemini. Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising, and Gemini Moon. The card that wanted to show up for you is the Page of Swords. So a lot of pages in this mid-month reading. The Page of Swords represents a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. This could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. So this could be you, because right now we are talking about the sign of Gemini. The meaning of this card, it means the power of knowledge, the power of information. Someone may have some information that maybe they refuse to reveal to you, or you may be the one that knows something but maybe you refuse to reveal something or to offer help. It could be both ways. Um, but it also means the petty, insecure possession of knowledge, information, secrets. It could also represent a secret closely guarded. For some of you, I am told that you must not rush into any important decisions. You must not rush into judging someone or a situation. There may be some aspects that you may not necessarily understand or that you don't know yet. Something will unfold in these 2 weeks, and you may find out the truth, or you may find out the depth of the situation months and months from now. Because for some of you, I keep getting that you will deal with emotions of loss, emotions of feeling hurt, emotions of feeling disappointed. But definitely for some of you, you may have to deal with things coming at you out of nowhere, out of blue, and you having to act quickly, or just simply feeling shocked by something that you're going to hear or something that is happening. It may not be happening to you, it could happen to someone close to you, but nevertheless you are going to be a little bit surprised by an announcement, by some news or something that you will hear. Someone around you may decide to just like part ways all of a sudden and be like, I'm moving now, or I'm quitting, or maybe they have some other sort of an announcement, and it's going to leave you a little bit like shocked. So now I'm going to use this other deck and pull a card from this deck, and let's see what messages will show up for you. The Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland. Obstacles and challenges for you guys. This won't apply to all of you, I'm hearing. These obstacles and challenges. This won't apply to all of you. But for some of you, you may have to deal, I keep getting emotionally, something will be very difficult and very hard for you. But I also keep getting that nothing that you cannot handle, nothing that you cannot overcome, and it's not going to be anything that will affect you in the long run. I do not see your future changing drastically or dramatically because of emotionally going through something, some difficulties. For some of you, this could simply be going within, meditating, contemplating, having this deep inner transformation, changing your thoughts, changing your feelings. You yourself are going to get in touch with emotions that maybe you need to address, and these emotions are not always going to be easy. You may have to deal with lower vibration emotions, hurt, grief for some of you, anxiety of separation, fear of financial loss, fear of the future, loss of faith, betrayal, trust, not knowing what to do and feeling like I don't know what to do, what's next. But you have to go through this as part of your spirituality and development. For some of you, I feel that life will take you, or you will be guided intuitively or through the guides, through the universe, through the source, however you perceive it, okay? You will be guided towards an upgrade of your life. This could be an upgrade in your work, upgrade in your family life, upgrade, simply kind of upgrading this lower vibration emotion, but you will be guided through this. So whatever you feel that could be blocking you emotionally, it will only be a temporary block, and it will clear itself out as you progress toward the beginning of October. And for some of you, it's about taking a chance, because I keep getting some of you could be hesitating here to take a relationship to the next step, whatever that next step may be for you. Okay, or whether you could be hesitating a little bit about accepting somebody's love proposal, or simply accepting or simply being in a relationship with someone. There is a little bit of hesitation for some of you, but again, as I said, you're going to have this activation of helpful forces and helpful energies as you will go through this. Again, not every Gemini will have to go through this lower emotion, lower vibration energies. For some of you, I'm told that you kind of already went through this, so now it's time for you to heal and move on. The next card is for the sign of Cancer, sun sign, rising sign, or the moon sign. You have the Four of Pentacles. To me, it means balance, marriage. It also means holding on protectively to either a status, holding on protectively toward, toward your material possessions, a feeling, just simply feeling protective towards like your finances, holding back. It also means that. And it also, sometimes it also signifies afraid of a change. And sometimes to me it also means workaholic, shopaholic, or a hoarder. So that's the general meaning of the card. So now allow me to focus and let me figure out why is it that this card showed up in this reading for you. For some of you, starting now in mid-September, going forward towards November or December, you are going to go through a status change. The title that you carry in your job position may change, and it feels like it's going to be upgraded. However, for some of you, you are going to be a little bit worried and maybe being very analytical and very detailed about money coming in and money going out. But I also do see that for some of you, you could be joining finances together with somebody else. As I said, anytime between now and sometime in the end of November or beginning of December. You could be maybe you're getting married, therefore you're going to have like a joint account. This could be for a business deal. I keep getting this some sort of a merging of accounts. For some of you, this could be a company goes through a merger or merger and acquisitions. This could be about you purchasing a new home or a new property. But I also keep getting like buying and selling through these cards. For some of you, you may be listing certain things with the idea that maybe one day you like to sell it to make a profit. This could be little things that you may have, could be books for some of you, could be like kitchen gadgets, could be like a bedroom set. For some of you, it's going to be a house. You could be like selling a book rights that the book rights or the rights to something that you are doing, creating and working on. But it does feel like the ideas and you being ready and organizing about this are happening now, and the actual sale could be happening in the next upcoming months. I also keep getting something good in terms of your family life and something good in terms of the place where you live that will be taking place. In some ways, a status that you have will be changing for the better. You have a status in your family, for example, you're the mother, you're the father, you're the daughter, and now you're going to see an upgrade in that status. Okay, you may become a grandmother, you may become a granddad, for example. A status that, or a job title that you have through your job, through, a title that comes through a bachelor's degree, certification programs, a social status, a relationship status, an emotional status. This is where it feels that the energy will redirect you toward. So now allow me to give you another card from a different deck. Choose wisely. For some of you, you won't be short of offers if you are putting up something for sale. This could be also job offers. This could simply be like making a decision and simply deciding what area of your life or what project needs to take more priority right now. For some of you, they are talking about, again, a direction going in a certain way with a relationship. They are not particularly and specifically talking about a love relationship. This could be any relationships that maybe you felt like they had ups and downs. They were really smooth all the time. Could be the relationship with your son, could be the relationship with your daughter, could be your relationship with money, could be a relationship with friends, could even be a relationship with a client if you work with clients. But again, I keep getting that you don't have to necessarily decide on anything particular right now. It feels like a choice or a direction will be made clear to you toward the end of September, beginning of October. I also keep getting, for some of you, you will be traveling or even flying. So in other words, flying by traveling by airplane. I don't know why that showed up in the last moment for some of you. Again, it's not going to make sense to anybody, but an important trip or travels seem to be very much highlighted for you. The next card is for, give me one moment. So the next card is for Leo. Leo Sun, Leo Rising, or Leo Moon. And you have the Strength, or as I personally like to call it, this is the Courage card. It signifies having the strength to overcome enemies, obstacles, having strength over the material world, having the strength to reach a goal, a settlement, over finances, over your income, or to deal with health issues or anything like that. But to me personally, it also signifies a legal matter, your income, and a settlement. And it also means getting your power back. So now allow me to tune in and let me figure out what this is. For some of you, you are going to have this reawakening of your senses. This kind of reawakening and re-energizing your body, re-energizing your mind. For some of you, this could be because maybe you were on medication about something, or maybe you did take the proper vitamins, and now your body has more energy and works more efficiently. For some of you, this could be that maybe your work situation changes and you will be placed in a situation where more freedom about how you do your work will be granted to you. Maybe you will going to be allowed to work on certain projects. You may be approved, or maybe some of your ideas that you could be proposing will be accepted. And I keep getting like for something, or in some regards, you are going to feel like you are now granted the green light. So now you can go ahead. Now you can move forward. For some of you, you are going to finalize something that has been in progress for some time. For some of you, this could be finalizing a divorce or a divorce settlement, or something that has to deal with your children. Could be like child support, could be workers' compensation, could be something in regards to a lawsuit for some of you. And I also keep getting that your popularity will increase. This could be your popularity among family members, your social groups where you belong, popularity among friends and loved ones. Or this could be if you are someone who has an active role in social media, like on YouTube, on Snapchat, Twitter, whatever is it that you do, you may find yourself again, your popularity being on in the rise. For some of you, you will feel like something you lost will be coming back to you. This could be maybe like the work did cut like working hours for some employees, including you, and now you're going to see like they're going to give you those hours back. Or maybe you lost certain privileges or an insurance that maybe came with your work, and now you will get that back. But for whatever reason, if you felt like, even for some of you, you felt like you were overwhelmed by these emotions and you didn't feel in charge or in control in some ways, now you're going to feel more in charge and more in control. So getting your power back. For some of you, it's going to be about simply you resolving some inner struggles that you had to go through. Okay, accelerated motion. Accelerated motion. I keep hearing that if the last 8 months have been particularly making you feel like you are not necessarily progressing with the speed that you like to progress, whether it is about you making better money and being able to save the money, or whether it is with a relationship or a career or your studies, it feels like whatever to you it felt like it was slowly progressing, now you will see that is going to progress more rapidly. For some of you, a wish will come through. And even though this has nothing to do with a marriage or a marriage proposal, I keep getting that in the next upcoming weeks and in the next upcoming months, some of you will be proposed to. So maybe this was your dream or this was your goal. For some of you, I keep getting you need to aim, and you really need to aim higher. Keep on working and keep on moving forward, because it's going to be easier for you to make a dream come true. But I also keep getting, for some of you, not for all of you, for some of you, you seem to underestimate and undervalue yourself. So that's why this message won't make sense to all of you. But for some of you, they're saying you need to set your sights higher, you need to set your goal higher, because you need to understand that in many ways you have been undermining yourself. Okay, you are worth more, so aim higher, aim for more. Again, maybe this message will make sense to you as the month progresses. It may not make sense to you right away. The sign of Virgo, you have the Magician. A great card. Is the card of manifestation, transitioning, transformation. As below, so above, as above, so below. It also means new opportunities for you to show your talents. It also signifies new beginning, finance. It also signifies the future, love urges, and it also signifies a wish come through. Is the alchemist. You will be provided with everything that you need in order for you to make something happen. For some of you, they're talking about passion that you will have with someone, but initially it will come in the form of maybe mutual respect and mutual admiration for each other. And then I keep getting that somewhere along the way, you may actually fall in love with each other, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be anytime soon for some of you Virgos. For other Virgos, I keep getting that maybe you applied for, maybe you had an idea and you had like a business idea or an idea about a new invention, and you have contacted the proper authorities or your supervisors about it, because for some of you I keep getting some sort of a patent pending, and maybe this will come through. Whatever you applied, especially if it is about the approval of a patent, maybe you will be approved. You will be doing your work in a whole new way. You may be incorporating a new technique, a new machinery, whatever job you have. Maybe a new easier way, but I keep getting that you will be doing your work in a new way, and it's going to be more productive and easier for you. So in some ways, it's going to be successful. So I feel like some of you have already ideas and things in motion, towards these changes that you like to make. For some of you, I feel like you could be invited to a birthday party, to a dance, to a gala, to some sort of an activity. You may not necessarily be sure. If you are a performer or an artist, maybe you're going to get an invitation to kind of perform or give an audition. But I keep getting that if you get an invitation of any kind, whether it is a social invitation or some sort of opportunity for you to like audition or do a job interview, go for it. So now let's do another card. Wow. Financial and material changes. Now, when this card shows up, it's like a sword with two sides, like a positive and a negative side, like a double sword. That's what I feel around this card. However, allow me to focus and let me figure out what this is. For some of you, if finances have been a little bit of an issue for you and maybe having to struggle with it, I keep getting that it will get easier for you toward October. Some of you may have to deal with a resolution. It feels like something good or some sort of a resolution around taxes, debt, contracts. So something comes to completion, or maybe you had to make payments toward the car, mortgage payments. Now it feels like you are completing this. For some of you, this could also be toward October. Whatever this is, it feels like you are concluding something that you constantly had to pay or struggled. So thus, it would allow you to make your financial situation more stable now, because for many of you, I keep getting that your financial situation will start to be more stable as you are approach October. So for some of you, I keep getting these ups and downs that you had to go through. For some of you, these ups and downs in your finances in the last 5 months. But for some of you, this could be actually the last 5 years, having these ups and downs and not necessarily experiencing of financial stability. So this is what I keep getting through these cards. And let's now move on to, I think Libra is next. Libra Sun, Libra Rising, or Libra Moon. Five of Pentacles, to me it means being seen by others as unfit but remaining together, misery but also hope. It is a reminder for you that a true friend or a true partner will be with you for better or worse. And it also means never lose everything. It's like lose something, gain something, or you never lose everything. It also means seeking out a new society or seeking out a new, more accepting society. For some of you, your relationship will be on focus. For some reason, I keep getting that some of you, you had to act quickly, and I don't know why you had to change homes, or maybe you lived with other people, maybe with family, and now you're just going to decide just like that to move out. For other ones, it feels like you are forced to move out. Now, I do not know why I got this message specifically for you. It has been a tough couple of weeks for many people living in the United States. We had Harvey, we had Hurricane Irma, we had a lot of weather disasters, and many people were forced to leave their home and evacuate. But I don't know why specifically these only showed up in your reading, Libra. For some of you, I feel that emotionally, for some of you, you may feel as you are drifting apart from your partner. However, it does feel that you are still in a relationship or you are still in a marriage. But you're going to have to work through something, because for some of you, there's going to be moments when you are not really going to feel emotionally, spiritually, or mentally really connected with each other. For some of you, I feel that you may be thinking of changing religions, changing faith. You may decide to put a stop to something. If there was someone in your life that maybe kind of drained you emotionally, financially, constantly asking for like financial help or something, I feel like you're going to put a stop to it, or you're going to put some sort of a distance between you and this person, so they don't drain you as much. They're still going to be in your life, but maybe you don't talk to them as often, or make your rules very clear, or set some sort of a healthy boundaries between you and this person. For some of you, I feel like you may also be relocating in a whole new country. That's going to be a possibility for some of you. Could be due to marriage, due to a love relationship, could be due to you finding a new love. So it could be for a good reason for some of you. If you find yourself relocating, again, that message, you may have the opportunities and some ideas right now. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen right now, but in the next 5 months. Sacrifice. For you, I keep hearing that there's light at the end of the tunnel. I keep getting that everything that you have been working on, whether it's a relationship, whether it is you trying to build, your finances to go, bigger and stronger and increasing, whether it is your profession, whether it is your health, whatever this is, I feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel. And I keep getting for you that people will intervene. People will show up for you, and they're going to give you an idea, an advice, practical help. They will help you through something. I keep getting that in some ways. Even people that you don't necessarily know well, could be acquaintances. I feel like they're going to reach out to you in some way, because it does feel like, again, you're going to be at the center of something, and everyone around you is trying to help you as you are going through something. For some of you, it feels like some sort of intervention. Could be people intervening to help you, life and situation intervening to help you. And there's also something complicated here. I don't know what this energy is because I never felt it before. But you are going to be completely transformed. I don't know how this transformation will be to each and every one of you individually, because this is a general reading. But they are talking about experiences that are going to leave you totally transformed. For some of you, this could be your body transforming. Okay? So I'm just going to leave it at that. There's light at the end of the tunnel, so don't lose hope. Something will show up for you. And I also keep hearing at the last moment, a job, for those of you looking for a job. So I think I'm going to stop this recording here and continue with the rest of the recording in a second video. Thank you for being here for part 1 for your mid-month 2017 reading. Stay tuned. I will be uploading the second part shortly. Thank you.